So in this tutorial, we're going to be using the Godox ML-CD15. This is the new modifier from Godox. I have it mounted on my Godox V1. Now, if you use it correctly, it is going to act just like a shoot-through umbrella, maybe with just a slightly harder shadows, but not much. So in this video, I'm going to show you that I'm only using two images. I'm going to use the ambient layer, and I'm going to use the Godox ML-CD15 modifier. All I'm gonna do when you see the flash shot is I'm just gonna hold it above my camera just like this. Say here's the camera is sitting right here. I'm just gonna put it right up over the camera and shoot it into the room. So if you use this as a bounce, it's not gonna work as effective. It's almost like hindering yourself. Unless you have dark ceilings and it's a small room, yes, you could stick it up like in a small bathroom and use it that way to bounce. But to light the entire room evenly, this is going to work wonderfully. And the way it's designed is it gives an even spread of light through the entire room. Let's get into Lightroom right now. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so here we are. First image in Lightroom. We have the ambient layer, and this is a nice big open room, cathedral ceilings, tons of natural light. We have a wall sconce here that has some, amber light that's not really being affecting the image at all. So I just want to show you real quick. This is what it looked like straight out of camera, so I am exposing right of center. That is key with your ambient layer. Just make the room really bright. Don't blow out the windows too much, because then we won't be able to blend back in that one flash pop that I'm going to show you here in a second. But make it bright enough, and you can tweak it in post. We're going to just bump the shadows up a little bit, make that nice and bright, and you can bring those highlights back down to try to balance it out just a little bit. Moving on, let's go to our flash shot. Now again, look at how even that looks. This is with using that Godox ML-CD15. Yes, it does produce some shadowing here that's not going to be natural, but from first glance, it is super clean. I love it. And especially what we're looking for is around the windows. Are we able to blend that really easily? And the answer is yes, you are. So let's get these into Photoshop by going up to Edit and Open as Layers in Photoshop. So the first thing we want to do is change that ambient layer to luminosity mode. And the only thing that you really need to do, if you have enough natural light coming in, is creating a layer mask, leaving it white. Make sure black is selected and use your brush tool. And I like to have my flow up here at 5%. Make sure the opacity is set to 100. And we're just going to paint back in our window view. And look, you don't have to be perfect because it was such an even flash layer, like it blended in so well. That's why I love using that modifier. And we can come down here. You can paint these in as much as you want. I kind of like the airy look, depending on what the scene is outside. But let's get this window, and we're just about done. And folks, that is really it. When you're doing a ton of real estate, 3-4 listings a day, you want to make it quick. So I'm going to flatten this image, whether you need to or not. It's just a habit. Command S to save it. Right back into Lightroom, I'm going to use my final bump preset. Literally what I did is just created some sliders, adjusted it to my liking, and came up here to hit the plus sign, create preset, and I named it something. That's all you need to do. Okay, moving on. See, before we move on though, look at how clean that is. I mean, it took me, less than 30 seconds to create that image? That's what I'm talking about. We need to move fast. Here's another method. Not another method, but just another example. Let's see, where is it? Yep, here it is, standard bedroom. Let's reset these. And again, this is what it looked like straight out of camera. And here's an example with two lights on, and I'm going to show you again what luminosity mode does and how to fix this and make these look really nice. So let's put our settings back in. Again, just bumping those shadows a little bit, making that room bright. Making the room as bright as possible. Don't worry about blowing out the windows. We could even drop, bring those highlights back up just to keep it, because again, all we're going to use, and we're taking that ML-CD15 and shooting into the room. Yes, we're getting some shadowing underneath the lamps here. That may or may not be an issue, and I'll show you that it really isn't an issue. So again, this has already been adjusted. So let's bring these into Photoshop, and I'll show you how quick this edit is. Okay, again, remember, the first thing we want to do, change that ambient layer to luminosity mode. That'll get rid of that color casting with those lamps. Now, really the only thing that we need to do is get our window view back so it's not so washed out. Super simple, remember? Just click that layer mask. We already have black selected, and just start painting that in. And like I said, I like the flow at 5% because you can do it super gradually. get it to where you want it, you know, as far as you want to go, really. And that's it, folks. That's it. We're just going to flatten this image again. I'm going to show you what it looks like with that, my little bump on there in Lightroom. Boom, like that. And we are done. I hope this video helped you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I have tutorials coming out all the time to help you grow your real estate photography business. Thanks for watching.